Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of our design series in which we'll be learning how to create our layout, or let's call it title block, and then also learn how to plot our design by either single plotting or batch plotting. Okay, let's dive in. For the sake of this design, I will not be creating a new layout or a new title block. I just went ahead to copy the ones I've been using before, but it's just your discretion. You can design it the way you want it. This is just the one I majorly use when I'm working for people, for clients, right? Now, this is how it is. My client's name, the projects, and the address of where it is going to be, and then the design name, and the person that designed it, the approved signature and everything, and here the name of the consultant. And this another design that one of my friend always use also. There are some cases that this title blocks and everything will be by the right side here, right? And by the right side here. Though it depends on the it depends on your taste and the way you want to design it. It can also be by the left side. So it's just your choice. So let's erase this out and let's move on to use this. So now this is a ready-made layout that we'll be using for our design here now. And then what we can just go ahead and do now is copy our plan. Let's copy it and bring it inside. Then you can just try to use the scale tool to rescale this to become kind of smaller so it will fit in properly, right? And then can just change something, can change this to the plan. You can change this to the plan, floor plan, or anyhow, and then you change the names and everything you need to change. So now let's just try this for only the plan, and then you can do the rest for the elevations and the others, or we can still go ahead and do that also. So for us to do that, you can either use Control P for your plotting, or you come to outputs and then plots. Asking you, do you want to single plot or batch plot? Let's go ahead and do the single plotting. I think there are two types of single plotting, and then there is the batch plotting also. So here we can just go ahead and say none, and then we need to, for plotting, we can either plot it directly through a printer by connecting it directly through a printer. That's if you want to plot our design and print it directly from a printer, or we can also plot it to PDF, either drawing to PDF or AutoCAD PDF, high quality, or any of this, but I prefer high quality here, right? And we're having drawing to PDF and drawing to pictures. So we can either do plot it to either of those and then go to a cafe and then print it out. But I'll be going with drawing to PDF, and this will be as displayed. Don't touch that, normal. So you can either use presentation or maximum to give it the best of quality, the quality we are having, either for presentation or maximum. So let's go with presentation, and then we'll be taking the paper size that we'll be needing. The paper size we are having, let's go with A3. I think we'll be dealing with landscape. Okay, that's kind of okay. And then let's always fit to paper, right? We don't need to change any measurement here. Let's fit to paper. Since we are dealing with millimeters now, it has changed to millimeters. And then center the plot. So our plot will be centered. So now let's come here and then select the window, because we need to window the exact plotting we need to do, the exact design we need to plot, which is our plan, right? Our floor plan. So let's go ahead and window that. Now we've done that, right? And then let's preview it to see how it is going to look like. So this is just basically how our plan is going to look like. And okay, we can exit by right clicking, and then we can go ahead and say okay, right? And here you can also change this maybe to portrait or landscape, but since we are dealing with landscape, it will be left as that. and you can go ahead with okay. Let's plot it out. Then it's asking us for the location, right? Let's save it to desktop so it will be easier to see. And then let's change the name. Let's name it single plot one, right? And then enter. Let's save it. Okay, it is plotting. See, it is complete. It's showing us that it is complete. And here is our plots. Here's what we plotted now. Our plan. It's kind of looking small in the layout because the layout is kind of very big. So you can just kind of scale it and reduce it a little bit, right? Okay. So let's see if we can get that done. Let's get that done. Let's do that. Let's scale it and see what we can have. Let's say 1 enter 0.5. No, it's too small. Okay. Let's do that again. Let's scale 1. Let's say 0.8. Okay. I think this is still better. Let's move it here like this. Okay. So let's try to replot and see what we're having. Let's try to replot. Now that we've done a plotting before, you can just go ahead and choose previous plot. So the previous settings we made will come back there. We'll come back to the plotting page here. So we can just go ahead and just window out where we want to plot and then preview. Yeah, I think it's kind of looking okay. And then you can just right click and plot directly from the preview page also. So that's how we can do that. Let's see if we can do the same thing for the elevations also. So let us just copy out the elevation. Let's copy this out. And then let's pick the front elevation first of all. Okay, let me first divide this into two. Come in. Let me give it a line here. Though it's not compulsory, just kind of so because I'll be placing two objects inside it. The first one here, and then let me use the right side approach. Right. So and then this will be here like this. Okay. So you can just place one here at the left side and the other one here at the right side. It's your choice, right? So now let's go ahead and plot this also by using single plot, or we just use Ctrl P. Continue to single plot, and then let's bring back our previous plot. So our previous settings will come back, and then let's window. Okay, now let's preview it. Okay, we are having this. This is our design. Okay, so let's plot it out, and then we can go ahead and name it single plot 2, right? Okay, so we'll be having this also as our single plot, right? Okay, this is what we are having as our single plot. And go ahead and zoom it in. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in everything and see what we're having, which is this, right? Okay, so let us just, so at least with this you can be able to do the rest, right? That's one aspect of the single plot. Now the other aspect of our single plot is coming to layout here, right? Let's come here to layout, and then we can make our plotting from here. This is another single layout. Here now we can just kind of adjust everything we are having here like this. Let's just kind of adjust it here, right? Let's move it, and then you can create your something here, your title block here. So let's just see if we can be able to do that. Let's create just a simple title block here within this dotted line. Our title block should not go beyond the dotted line area here, right? So let's just kind of create a simple title block here. Let's see how we can do that. Let's just create something here like this. No, I don't want that. Just for reference purpose, right? So it's not like as if maybe we're in need of it like that. Just to make reference, let's see if we can just draw a line here. Okay, and let's extend this downward here. Okay, now let's copy. Just kind of creating something. It's not like as if maybe I'm making some measurements just to know that we can create our title block here also, right? Okay, so let's leave it at that. So now for us to edit what we can plot inside there, we can just double click on this. Since we are working outside there, once we want to work inside the sheet now, just double click inside the sheet and then we'll be able to zoom in and zoom out where we want to work with. So now let's come here and zoom window. Let's zoom our plan, for example. Let's zoom in our plan. Okay, so it's indicating that we want to plot only our plan area here, right? Okay, this is what we are having, indicating that I want to plot only our plan here. So now we can just go ahead and plot, Control P, plot. Okay, let's just bring back. Okay, since it's not there, right? Let's give it our plotting. Okay, the one we did earlier was for inside the main work model. That's why we are able to bring it back. And since now we are dealing with another thing, let's just redo it again, presentation. And then let's pick our paper size. Okay, we are dealing with landscape, paper size, and then okay, I think we cannot fit to paper here, right? Okay, so let us just window our area here, from here to here, right? Okay, now let's fit it to paper and then center the plot. It's now centered, right? And then let's preview what we are having. Do you see that? So this is my title block here, and this is the work I'm plotting. So you can just go ahead and plot it from here also. It's still the same thing. Okay, and let's still name it single plot 3, right? Okay, so we'll still be having the same thing here like this. You now see the difference between this and then the one we just created. This now we've created this already, right? We have this already, and here we just quickly create something here, right? Okay, so this is another method of creating our of plotting our work and creating our layouts, right? So for us to change this now to another object, we can just double click inside it, and then let's say we want to zoom here, we can just come ahead, zoom window also, and then zoom our roof plan, and then we are good to go. Let's double click on outer part here, and then we plot single plots, right? And then let's see if we can bring back our previous plot. Now you see, now I cannot bring this back. Now let's window it out. Okay, and then preview. This is what we have here, and let's plot it. Then we are having single plots 4. Okay, so this is what we are having, right? Okay, and then I think we are good to go with that. Okay, that's just all for the single plotting. Okay,